Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Build a GPT wrapper in 2 minutes, or closer, with code examples. This tutorial will guide you through creating a basic but functional wrapper for a generative pre-trained transformer, GPT, model using Python. We'll focus on leveraging an existing GPT API, like the OpenAI API, to keep the development time minimal. We aim for a simple, reusable component that handles API interaction and error handling. Disclaimer *: while we're aiming for 2 minutes, the actual setup and configuration, especially setting up an API key, will take a bit longer. The code itself is concise. Prerequisites *: Python 3.6 plus * Python is the language we'll be using. Make sure you have it installed. OpenAI API key * You'll need an API key from OpenAI to access their GPT models. Sign up at https://platform.openai.com/ https://platform.openai.com, and create an API key. This may involve providing billing information. *OpenAI Python library * Install the OpenAI Python library using pip. Goal *: Our wrapper will take a prompt as input and return the GPT model's generated text. We'll also handle potential errors. The code, core, 1 minute. Explanation *: 1. Import OpenAI * imports the OpenAI library. 2. GPT wrapper class *: This class encapsulates the interaction with the GPT API. *___init__, self, API _key, model equals GPT 3.5 turbo, *__, the constructor initializes the class with your API key and the model name, defaults to GPT 3.5 turbo, a relatively fast and cost-effective model. GPT-4 is more powerful but requires access and is more expensive. It sets the openai.api _key globally, which is how the OpenAI library authenticates your requests. The self.model attribute stores the selected model. * generate _text, self, prompt, max _tokens equals 150, temperature equals 0.7, n equals 1, stop equals none, *. This is the core function. It takes a prompt as input and generates text. * openai.chatCompletion.create, * this is the key line. It uses the OpenAI API's chatCompletion.create endpoint to interact with the model. * model, specifies which GPT model to use, set in the constructor. * messages, an array of message objects, where each object has a role, user, assistant, or system, and content. We're using a simple user role message with the given prompt. The GPT 3.5 Turbo and GPT-4 models use this chat completion format. * max _tokens, limits the length of the generated text, reduces cost and prevents runaway generation. * temperature, controls the randomness of the output. Lower values, example 0.2, produce more predictable / deterministic text, while higher values, example 0.9, produce more creative and potentially less coherent text. * n, specifies the number of completions to generate. Setting it to 1 will return that many distinct responses. * stop, an optional list of tokens that, if encountered, will stop the generation process. This can be useful for preventing the model from generating unwanted output or to define a clearer boundary for the response. * error handling, try, except openai.error.openai error, this block catches potential errors from the OpenAI API, example invalid API key, rate limits, model unavailability, and prints an error message. It also returns none to indicate that the generation failed. Return value the function returns a list of strings containing the generated text, or none if an error occurred. 3 example usage: if __name __equals main *_:colon. * sets your API key, replace your _API key with your actual key. * creates an instance of the GPT wrapper class. * defines a sample prompt. * calls the generate_text method to get the generated text. * prints the generated text to the console, or an error message if generation failed. How to use *. 1. Replace your _API key ** in the if __name _equals main __colon block. Replace your _API key with your actual OpenAI API key. 2. Run the script *, execute the Python script from your terminal. Replace your _script _name.py with the actual name of your file. Customization and enhancements *. Configuration * load API key and model name from environment variables or a configuration file for better security and flexibility. Then, set the environment variable before running your script. * prompt engineering * experiment with different prompts to get better results. Provide context, specific instructions, and examples to guide the model. * parameter tuning * adjust max _tokens, temperature, top _p, frequency _penalty, and presence _penalty to fine-tune the output. Consult the OpenAI API documentation for details on these parameters. Error handling * implement more robust error handling, such as retrying requests after rate limits or logging errors to a file. Streaming * for very long responses, consider using the streaming feature to receive the text incrementally, which can improve responsiveness. This is more complex, but the OpenAI API supports it. Chat history for chat models like GPT 3.5 Turbo and GPT-4, maintain a conversation history in the messages array. Each message in the history should have a role, user, assistant, or system, and content. Token counting * be mindful of token limits and costs. You can use a token counting library, like TickToken, to estimate the number of tokens in your prompts and generated text. This will help you avoid exceeding the maximum token limits and manage your OpenAI API costs effectively. Rate limiting * the OpenAI API enforces rate limits. Implement retry logic with exponential backoff to handle rate limiting errors gracefully. This prevents your application from crashing when it exceeds the API's usage limits. Asynchronous calls * if your application needs to handle many requests concurrently, consider using asynchronous calls to the OpenAI API to improve performance. This allows your application to make multiple API requests without blocking. You can use the asyncio library with the OpenAI library's async functions. This tutorial provides a solid foundation for building a GPT wrapper in Python. By customizing and extending this code, you can create powerful applications that leverage the capabilities of GPT models. Remember to consult the OpenAI API documentation for the most up-to-date information on available models, parameters, and best practices. Good luck.